Hey guys, I'm Orla from GVO, your women's gear review channel. Today I bring to you a review on the wonderful Ekster Grid Duffel Backpack. So this is one of their newest releases. You can also check out their grid backpack over on their website if you just fancy that. Over the last couple of months, I have been reviewing more and more duffels, and I have to say this is definitely up there with the sleekest, sexiest, classiest one of them all. Not only is it a great 2-in-1 modular backpack, it also has a lot to offer in terms of being a really great content creator travel backpack. In this review, I'm going to delve into a summary, features, fit check, comfortability, whether or not it's passed the female body test, the airline test, water test, pros and cons, and then running up this video with some final thoughts. Okay, let's get into the summary. This company thrives in being as sustainable as possible as a B Corp company. Speaking of sustainability, this brand began their products through their wonderful wallets, and the founders asked themselves what a wallet built in the 21st century would look like. So here I have the Parliament wallet, which catapulted them into a world of modern design and brought their question to life. This is their vegan wallet, which, by the way, was once a windshield. Yep. You heard it first. Recycled from scrap cars into scratch-resistant, water-resistant leather. Now, I did want to go against all my urges in reviewing a wallet because there are a lot of brands that will male-focus this on their website. But after having a wee nosy, I thought to myself, why can't I have this clean, sleek, gorgeous wallet as well? Also, I have seen a lot of men reviewing their products, which is, again, grand. But enters moi. It is unisex and it is something that we could all enjoy, and I'm honestly so over the kind of style of purse or wallet, whatever you do call it, that women are often lumped with in terms of design. This is something I can get on board with and I feel very classy. This is the color Earth. You can also get it in the tan and black. You can check out their website for other options and colors such as their LW certified leather ones and also their 18K gold card holder, fancy, and their aluminium card holder. Links are below in the description for you to check out more options. It is priced at $89 and dependent on when you watch this, there might also be sales. You can also personalize it for an extra $15 and add on a tracker card for an extra $59. This is a genius idea, by the way. The solar panel tracker, you can place this in your wallet and follow the steps to set it up over on your phone. And if you're ever in doubt as to where you have last left your wallet or even you've lost it, then you can check where you last had it through the tracker and give it a wee call. No lies, honestly, the amount of times I have lost my purse / wallet, depending on what you call it, by the way, because over here we call it purse and you might call it wallet. Anyways, this is a great idea because you can avoid that sheer panic. Have a wee look on your phone and go, oh, look, Bob down the street has it. The tracker itself is credit card size, so you can just pop it in the back so you don't compromise your pop-up of the bottom slide here, which holds 6 cards in this space, which is absolutely amazing. And the way that it just pops up is so sleek. So a few things I love about this is that it is super slim in comparison to the chunkier kind of style here. This just like fits better in smaller spaces and you don't have to worry about it chunking out in your bag or anything like that. And it also has space inside for your kind of tickets or even just cash here with this elastic little strap. It is also RFID blocking, which is an absolute bonus, and it is sustainable, so double bonus. Just a thing that I kind of wish for is that over on their website they do offer a Merlot red as the card holder, so not in the wallet form, so it kind of just looks like that. And I think I would have preferred maybe that, I hate to say it, but more of like a girlier option to just have, and that kind of red just kind of sets it and pops it out. But I do prefer these kind of neutral colors, but I know some people might want a bit more jazz. So if you are thinking of purchasing an item or just having a wee nosy on their website, then you can use my code ORLA via the links that are in the description to get an additional discount on top of web sales. Now, if you think I got stoked about the wallet, let's move on to the duffel. So this backpack is priced at $250 US. It is made up of recycled water resistant materials, that is water resistant 600D, and recycled materials or PET, waterproof and tamper proof zippers, and a protective frame to keep your tech gear safe. It is 21.6 by 13.4 by 9 inches, and that is 55 by 34 by 23 in centimeters. And its capacity is 43 liters and it weighs 2.2 kg. You can only get this in the black, and the shape and style is definitely a bit of me. Now, it is flexible. It can be kind of compressed down if you wanted to, and it lets all the air out, but I think it's better when it is just in its natural like cylinder form here. I absolutely love it. And it stays up when it is packed and unpacked. It's just in its natural shape, unless you do kind of compress it down if you wanted to. This style is definitely something I'm into. I feel like I'm a woman on a mission with this duffel. They offer a 2-year warranty, worldwide shipping, and a 100-day return policy. Okay, let's get into the features of this duffel. So in terms of the branding, you do have a little bit on the front, on the back, on the inside, on the straps. It is kind of embedded within the bag, so it's really, really subtle. On the outside, you have multiple external points where you can add to this bag, whether it is an extra jacket or a pad for like the gym, or a gym mat, a sleeping bag. You have a side attachment point and a bottom attachment points, or even thinking about those creators, you could even attach a tripod. I found that the tripod was more convenient at the bottom of the bag rather on the side. I do love the fact that the straps on the bottom here are built into the bag, because even when they're not in use, you can kind of tighten them in and still stick with a kind of sleek look. Or if you want them, then you can extend it out, put the product in and tighten it up. So in terms of handles here, you have two forms in which you can kind of put this bag into two different modes. So you can attach the straps if you want, but also hidden away on two sides, which is like two magnetic closes. You have your two handles here, which come together, and you can enter the kind of duffel mode, even throw it over your shoulder. It's really convenient. These aren't the padded or anything. They aren't the most comfiest, but they're easy to just grab and go with. And then when they're not in use, again, adding to the sleek cleanness, you can tuck them away. Then on this side, you have a little pocket. Now, this is super convenient, and you actually don't think that you can get a lot in here, but let's see what we have. Oh, we have the wallet that conveniently fits in there nicely instead of a big chunky one that will literally bulk out. And then you can see that I have put my phone in here, which is super slim and slender and goes with it. It's not like bulging out, so it's not compromising, again, that kind of shape of the bag. Just be aware this is exposed. It does run down quite a bit down to here, just for protection if you feel safe to do so in putting valuables in here. You can use these external straps as well as your compressors if you wanted to compress in the bag. Doesn't really compress much because of the whole shape. I didn't really find that I needed to do that, but on both sides, you are able to kind of compress in the bag should you need to. The main compartment, I love all the zips that are all that coat in. That's my favorite. And opening the bag, the zips aren't lockable, but if you had a smaller lock, you could possibly fit a wee lock through there. And also externally, you do have a lot of little external loopholes. I would say if you're wearing this as a backpack, then you're going to have to opt for the outer side, and there is two longer ones here where the handles are, but that is an option. If you wanted to add to this bag, then you could find a way to do so. I would stick maybe to the kind of external straps where there is a bit more room for that. And then the way it opens is like so. So they are two zipped compartments. On this side, you have some organization with the two zip pockets. They're not overly padded. It is pretty flexible, so kind of making the most out of that space. Again, just being aware because it does close up what you have in that space. The other side is definitely more padded, but just be aware of what you are closing in. There's plenty of space if you wanted to use that for a bit of organization. And then opening this side of the bag, you have just space where you can work with. It is padded enough here at the bottom too, and you can opt to use packing cubes. You can pack this really well up, especially with the flexibility of the top. You can really shove a lot in here. And then similar to the other side, you have 2 mesh pockets, which are slightly stretched. You can they're more so longer than they are wider here. So if anything's slimmer that you can fit in here, again, just being aware of what you're compressing into each other on each side. Then you have your laptop compartment, which is interesting. It is to fit a 13-inch laptop. It does run 13 inches down if you wanted to fit a 13-inch and have the kind of G-hook here compressed in, and across it is 8 inches. The length of the full pocket is about 19 inches. Now, I have my 12-inch here, which runs about 9.5 inches across, and it does not fit. But what I've done is that I've left these pockets empty, and what I do is I kind of compress it in. I mean, if you have a more expensive laptop, this one is on its deathbed. So I'm not too worried about that. Compressing it in, I just felt really secured because my laptop doesn't fit into this compartment and it is pretty tiny. So I found that just a bit easier for me. Then inside this compartment too is the exact same, identical to the other side. Again, just space where you can freely pack up. There is no internal organization within those compartments. This pocket here is definitely way more padded because that is where your kind of laptop would go if you can fit one in there. And that's why I've opted to just compress it because mine doesn't. So that is the meat of the bag. You kind of get the gist here, a little bit of organization if you want to use it, but mainly just for you to pack it up how you want.
Hey guys, I'm Bradley and this is Kazi. We are from Dream Big, Travel Far.
And we are running weekly gear giveaways in collaboration with Gear by Orla.
And if you want to be in with the chance to win, then hit that subscribe button and go to the first link in the description to join the newsletter.
Be sure to check your inbox every week to see if you are that week's lucky winner. We'll see you there.
Okay, time for fit check, comfortability, and whether or not this has passed the female body test. So as mentioned, for the 2 modes, you can just take off the straps if you wanted to and enter this into your duffel kind of carry bag, which is grand. I haven't opted to do that a lot, like through the testing periods. You can kind of keep the straps on if you wanted to, and it just creates this kind of sleek look. I think it's really, really classy, and I don't mind it, like in terms of just getting from literally A to B. But for long periods of time, no thank you. I will opt for the backpack style, but this is what it is like on me, beside me, on my hip. Then for the interesting part is the straps. I feel like I'm about to take off with these like wings that are flying out. No, thank you. So in terms of the straps, it's not for me, especially because there is no more room to pull it down. If this was a bit tighter, then yeah. But the way it is, there's a big curve here. It's pulling on my back. It's okay to get me from literally the lounge to the plane. That's grand. But in terms of like long walks, like walking with this was an absolute drag in terms of just the weight pulling you back. There is no tightness. I think you for a 43 litre, maybe a wee sternum strap or something would have been nice here. For the female body, I don't think it matters because at this stage it's just pretty much taken off. I honestly feel like I'm about to fly with these, but maybe it'll help. No, it's just a no. Okay, time for the airline test. Now this is a chunker. So best believe if you're rocking up to EasyJet budget airline, these are the requirements here. They're going to be like, love, check that bag. Now, that's what we're going to do here. So you'll save yourself the embarrassment. This is for EasyJet as mentioned. So just a bit of a reference. I think in terms of like American Airlines, you'll probably get this in grand. For this, I know when this goes in, it's going to be hard to get out. But it does fit. Just be careful of your straps, man. Right, it's right at the top. So good job. There is a bit of flexibility to it because you could punch that in. But I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it is right at the top. So technically this box should be that way because you're placing it in that way. But just for a reference, it's this way. But it is at the top here. It is peeping through. So I don't know. Sometimes at EasyJet, they like trick you and they put bars on the carry-ons or even the personal items, which makes it even smaller. I don't know. You'd have to like judge that yourself. It does fit. but it's right at the top. So you might just need to shove it in a bit more and distract the person. So in terms of a water test, I actually got caught when I was testing this in a proper downfall where I am. And honestly, whenever I had a look at it, whenever I got into a drier place, there was barely any water on it. It literally just pops off this. Okay, time for some pros and cons. So I do love this style. I think it makes for a great duffel for anyone who is a creator who might have camera gear. You can check out their camera gear, their camera cubes that they have over on their website as well. Or you can just opt to put your own in there. I just think that it just fits together well with a creator because you can place things externally on this too, but also makes you look great. The materials are great, and knowing that your belongings inside are absolutely safe, especially against water. Cons. For TSA, it's not as easy to get, like, there is no like extra wee pocket here to place in your electronics or your liquids or anything. You have to open up the whole bag. I don't know what happened, but it does scratch easily. Pretty much when I got it, I don't know where I placed it, whatever, but as you can see, you can kind of pick it up. I tried wiping that off, but it still remains. There is no water bottle compartment, but I get it. It's fine. Personal preference. And a big thing is the straps, obviously. If there was just a wee bit more material, then it would be a bit more comfortable. Without that, it just feels like a lot of pressure on my back. I do think duffels are interesting. I think you're either a lover or not. For me, it really depends. For the Osprey kind of transporter duffel 40 litre, it's definitely more of an adventure bag, and I can place that in a more active environment, whereas this is definitely a more classy business weekend away duffel. So there you have it, our review on the Grid Duffel. Again, as mentioned, if you are thinking of having a wee gander on their website and you're thinking about purchasing the duffel or even the wallet or whatever you fancy, we would be grateful if you could use the links below in the description, and don't forget to use the code ORLAIGH, that's ORLAIGH, for an additional discount on top of web sales. We hope you enjoyed, and if you did, then why not consider joining the GBO community and hitting that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!